So, Bree, I'm gonna need you to be honest with yourself and just tell Connor you don't want him. Stop giving him false hopes. Welcome to my channel. We're here. We break down reality TV shows with laughter and reenactments, all while giving it to you straight with no chaser. Because we don't just watch TV around here, we get into the things of the things. So sit back and relax. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Love is Blind, season 10, episode 11. Y'all, I'm ready to get this over with. Like the way Bree played, she played for real. Y'all, we got some things to get into, but before we do, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video on through. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before and you have yet to subscribe, I would really appreciate it if you just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Why? Because if you're back, you want to be here and I want you here. So go ahead and hit the button. If you're one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing well. I'm actually kind of like low energy today, so I hope that I can give y'all what y'all need. I really do, okay? But we got some things to get into, so let's just go ahead and get into it, all right? So of course, everyone is starting to go on these last dates. They're finally, talking about whether or not they want to say yes or no at the altar. We start off with Connor and Bree, right? It seems as if Connor has rented out this train or whatever the case may be, and it's just them two up there. He got flowers for her. He planned a dinner for her. He said he wants to show out because this is what he likes to do. I was like, I know that's right, Connor. But for Bree, though, because does she deserve it? Absolutely not, but we'll get to it when we get to it. So it sounds like when they went to go visit her father seems to like him or whatever the case may be, and he's just telling her how lucky he is to have her in his life, okay? She said that she makes him want to be a better man, how she makes him more confident just by having her, by her choosing him, and all the other things. Now, while he's saying all of this, Bree decides to tell him that that's crazy. That's crazy that you feel that way about me and I'm not even at my best, because this isn't the best version of me. Whatever you're getting, I'm giving you just enough. Okay, it's really, I don't even understand how it's enough for you when it's barely just enough, okay? But nonetheless, he's still falling for her, and because of that, she so-called loves him as well. Now, I'm gonna just say it, Connor loves this girl. He loves her. The way he talks about how he's just happy to lay in the bed with her for a couple of hours and just cuddle. Like, my God, whatever she's done to this man, she's done it very well. Very, very well. I'm starting to believe that whatever Chris was trying to get to when he said we could be F buddies, he thinks it'd be amazing. Maybe that's what she put on Connor, because he is lost, y'all. He is gone. Now, he's talking about how she would be an amazing mother. And I'm not going to hold you. I have heard nothing or seen anything that will make anyone think that Bree would be a great mother. But hey, maybe he has, right? So she's like, you know what? You're telling me how much you love me. Let me tell you how much I love you. So she's like, you know how you know when you know? I just know. She's talking about how he's showing her how it feels to be loved, and how he always brings her flowers and he meets her in the garage, and how he allows her to make him her punching bag. And this is when I knew that everything that Bree is doing is intentional. She's intentionally antagonizing this man to see how far she can push him. But because he seems to love it, he seems to take it in and embrace it, she can't complain about it, okay? Because he allows her to beat up on him. I'm starting to believe the logic when they say that men love me, women. Connor is really giving us that image that men really love me, women. Because what do you mean he allows you to be his punching bag? Because what do you mean he allows you to beat up on him and you're fine with that and that's why you love him? Like, do you hear what you're saying out loud? Because that's crazy. That's crazy. And the whole time she's talking about how she's a psychopath and she's crazy and this, that, and the other. And he's crying like, yeah, you're my psychopath. And I said, yeah, he love it there. Whatever she's doing to him, he loves it there. So we can't feel bad for Connor because Connor is accepting the BS at this point. So we get over to Emma and Mike. They're feeding the giraffes. Love everything about all of this, okay? Love everything about all of this. I never seen a giraffe besides at the zoo, but I would love to see one up in person and feed it. Like, what an experience, right? But nonetheless, they sit down, they start talking. And now Emma is talking to him, and she's basically telling him how she wants to eventually have kids, but she wants to spend time with him alone, right? She wants to, have those experiences, and then maybe later on down the line, they can have some kids and have some experiences with those kids together, right? Now, Mike is happy to hear this because this is what he's been wanting to hear from Emma all along. He wants to know that she is willing to have children, because ultimately, if she's not, he's not going to stay with her, right? So he's like, so are you opening up to the idea of having children? And she's like, yeah, I mean, I am open-minded, and I do see myself having a family with you. Like, Emma trying to get that out of her mouth seems so uncomfortable. It's like she's trying to convince herself that this is what she wants because this is what he wants and she wants him. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, do you want children or not? Like, she couldn't even get it out while she's talking to him. She's like, I mean, the giraffes are talking. Do you want children, yes or no? I'm so sick of I'm open to it. I'm going to be open-minded. I can see them with you. No. The answer is yes or no. And we got to jump on all these hurdles to get to an answer. The answer for me is still seeming like a no for you. Because all you had to do was say yes, Mike. But you didn't do that. But nonetheless, I guess that's enough for Mike now, because that shows that she is looking at the future with him and children in it. So now we get over to Brittany and Devontae, and they are in a hot tub. I've been trying, and I'm telling y'all, I've been trying to see the scene for what the scene is giving me, right? I've been trying to be optimistic and thinking that maybe Devontae is like, seeing something that he probably would have never seen, and maybe love really is blind for him. But it's really getting to a point where Devontae don't want to be with Brittany. It's so obvious, okay? It's like he's basically telling her in so many ways without telling her in the ways, all right? She's talking about how it seems like they've been together longer than 6 weeks. I mean, she is gone. She is gone. Brittany, the desperation has your blinders completely up. And I'm trying to figure out what has Devontae done for Brittany to be this head over heels over him. I just haven't seen it. Maybe it's something that they're not showing us, but I'm just still trying to figure out why is she completely gone over this man who I feel like ain't really giving her what she wants or needs or deserves. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. But he starts talking about how the wedding has been weighing on him and he has so many thoughts, and he's soft launching the fact that he's gonna ghost her. I'm gonna ghost you. I'm gonna go about a day or so where you're not gonna be able to talk to me, call me, or nothing. And I'm saying, like, absolutely no. Absolutely no. I understand you want to clear your mind, but you're not about to disappear and drop off the grid because you need to think. You can think and still check in on me. You can think and still come the hell home at night. Like, I'm sorry, what? And I just hate that Brittany is willing to settle for this, because absolutely not. If you have to ghost me to go clear your mind, you obviously don't want to be here. And just say that, Devontae, because you're wasting everyone's time. This is why I said that this whole thing is sick when it comes to Love is Blind, because she's in a dress crying, talking about how she just loves him. She waited all her life for him. Her mother's talking about how he checked off all the boxes. Meanwhile, this man is literally planning his exit. He's planning his exit, because not only does he say that, he brings up the fact that he heard that she was talking negatively about him because he doesn't tell her that she's pretty enough or kisses her enough, right? And I'm trying to figure out who told Devontae that. Who went back and told Devontae what Brittany said? Because that's shady AF, right? Now, Brittany's like, I didn't say anything bad. They asked me how you will respond to me in the dress, and I said, you're a man of few words. So she doesn't know what he would say, right? And here's the thing. Brittany, I need you to understand that you do not have to settle. Okay, if you want someone to tell you that you are pretty, if you want someone to hug you and kiss you and be affectionate and do all the things of the things, you can find someone to do that. You do not have to come to terms with that's just not who he is. Because if that's just not who he is, then that means that he is not the one for you. You know what I mean? It's really just that simple. It's really just that simple. And as if that wasn't enough, now we have to go through the whole thing that he decides to bring up. He wants a prenup. I don't know why I felt like this was coming from the last conversation when they was talking about finances and how I said that man wasn't generous and this, that, and the other. And listen, I'm not against prenups. I believe you should have one, especially if you have things to protect. My only thing with prenups is that both people need to be involved in what's in the prenup and what they agree on, and then go ahead and get it signed. I feel like if he he gonna have one, she need to have one too. Point blank, period. She doesn't like the idea of a prenup because it feels like you're not gonna fight for this marriage. You're just gonna give up on this marriage. And I'm like, honestly, Brittany, y'all not getting married. A part of me really feels like Devontae is gonna say no at that altar, and she is gonna be devastated and heartbroken. So for him to even bring up a prenup, to take this girl through emotional roller coaster for no reason at all is crazy to me, because Devontae knows that he does not want to get married to this girl. It's actually pretty sick, if you ask me. But nonetheless, they seem to leave off on a good note, and they're still happy with each other. The delusion is running wild, y'all. It's running wild. So now we get over to Amber and Jordan on their last date. They're at Emma's favorite place, okay? But Emma is not there. And I'm like, why are we prolonging this? This is the perfect time. Y'all at her favorite place. Let her meet Jordan. Let's get this over with. But nonetheless, they seem to really have a good time. The place is absolutely beautiful. And I don't know why we're buying for time, because if she could meet him today, they could spend more time together on Saturday. And then your daughter, Amber, could really tell you how she feels about Jordan. Meeting her on Saturday and then getting married on Monday is crazy. It's crazy work. You should really be trying to get them to get to know each other as much as possible now. But you know what? Hey, that's Amber and her child. I don't know what it is, because y'all know I've been rooting for Amber and Jordan, but the way she's going about this situation, especially with her daughter, and I understand it's to protect her daughter, but it feels like she's really, really holding it off to the last minute. And I know she needs to know if she's sure, but this is marriage we're talking about. But we should see how all this plays out. Hopefully Emma likes Jordan, because she's not going to have enough time to really figure that out either. So now we move over to Ashley and Alex. They're in this beautiful cabinet. It looks romantic. It looks cozy. And Ashley is just expressing to Alex how she has some concerns, because where are we going to live? She didn't say it that way, but that's basically what she want to get at. Where are we going to plant our roots? This man talking about something he don't know yet. It just has to be somewhere where he doesn't feel like he's missing out on something else. Like, Alex, miss me with this ish. Ashley, I hope you are just like writing all this stuff down, so when you get to the altar, you can run down all the reasons you say no. Because at this point, there is no way you are willing to marry this man. There is no way. She's asking him a bunch of questions, which he is not answering for real, okay? To the point where she's like, you don't have any questions that you want to ask me? And the only thing that he can think of is, oh, so how do you like your dress? Like, no, we're talking about our future, where we're going to live, how we're going to provide for our family, and the things. And all you want to talk about is the dress. Leave me alone with this ish. Ashley, if you say yes, you deserve everything that comes to you, point blank, period. Because Alex has showed you who he is. And if you're willing to accept it, it is what it is. I don't care how much you want to tell your friends, he's well-traveled, he'll be a great father. A great father? He doesn't even know how conception works. But here's the thing. I think with Ashley, because Ashley said that she always felt like she was chosen second and things like that, I think she likes the idea that Alex chose her. I don't even think she likes Alex for her. I think she likes the idea that she was chosen. Very much pick me energy. But I'm going to move on, because I feel myself getting worked up, and I told myself I'm not going to get worked up this episode, because last episode really had me effed up. Okay, so let's move on. We see Christine and Vic, and I really don't understand why Vic never gets confessionals the way Christine does. Whenever it's them two, you never see Vic in a confessional. It's always Christine. What is that about? I don't know what it's about, but I love watching Vic and Christina, right? It seems genuine. It seemed wholesome. It seemed like love. We love that. But there is this disconnect where it's like, how did we get here? I still feel like we're missing so much when it comes to them, because it's like, you mean to tell me y'all never had a disagreement? Y'all never had an argument? Everything is so perfect. Everything's going so well. Like, we're missing something, and I hate that. The disconnect is real, because how do we know that you guys have overcome some things or had those tough conversations and stuff like that when we don't get to see it, which is why it's hard for us to be so invested in this love story. Netflix and Love is Blind, do better. Do better. So now we get to Bree and Connor in the apartment, and it feels like we're picking up in the middle of a conversation, and there was some things that was said before that we didn't get, right? And Bree is telling him how he's not getting the best version of her. And I'm like, We know that. How many times you gotta tell him that you're better than this? You're better than this, right? And he's like, that's fine because I'm still obsessed with you. And this is even the best version. So I'm excited to see what the best version is. And I'm like, Kana, I need you to read the room, baby. I need you to read the room. Ask her, why isn't she at her best self? Why isn't she the version of her best self? Start asking more in-depth questions instead of just being okay with whatever she says. Then she starts talking about his house. She starts talking about his car. She's talking about how he don't care about himself, how he takes no pride in how he's dressed and how he presents himself and all the things of the things. And I said, hold on, wait a minute. Because how do we start off here and end up here? Because why are you reading this man for filth after he's just talking about how obsessed he is with you? Bree, what the actual F is going on? Bree wants to break up with Connor and she does not have the guts or the balls to do it. She let all the things that Chris said get in her head. Or maybe she was thinking this and she just didn't want to say it out loud, okay? She's starting to wonder. She said, I'm wondering if you're a liability. Immediately no, absolutely not. Because if this is how you feel about me, I don't need you around me at all. She's talking about how they're supposed to be challenging each other and he's supposed to challenge her and he's not challenging her. And she feels like she always has to make a decision or he's looking for her to make the decision and this, that, the other, da, 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 da. Let me tell you something, Bree. Let me tell you something. I feel like Connor has been very much consistent with the man he is from the very beginning. And why did you pick Connor if you don't like this version of him? He has been this same guy for the longest. Kind of then feels like, oh, well, I know I'm not where I need to be, but, you know, I am working on being able to support my family and to support you. And she's like, well, I know you're a hustler and I know you take pride in what you do and have in what you have. And I'm saying to her, like, you just told that man his car effed up, his house effed up, he can't dress and all the things and how he didn't push you or challenge you. Now all of a sudden he's a hustler and he takes pride in himself and he's a business owner and a home owner. Bree, you are effing confusing because what the actual F are you trying to say? Stop all this rambling. Stop fighting with yourself and the going back and forth of it all. It's because you know that Connor is a good man. And you feel bad for what you want to do because you don't want to be with him. And instead of being honest with him, you're making him believe that even if y'all don't get married, y'all will have some sort of relationship when in reality, that's not what you want. Connor's sitting there talking about something, yeah, I still love her, and hopefully one day we can get married. No, Connor, she literally degraded you and talked so bad about you, then tried to flip it and act like she didn't say all the things that she said about you, and you are just eating it up. You're sucking it up for what? What kind of coochie she got? All I'm going to say is, Connor, you need to let her go. Bree, if you want to go find Chris and make him your F buddy. Let him tell the waitress what to order and all the things and y'all go to the Four Seasons and let him bang your brains out. And so that way he can get up and ghost you the very next day. Because at the end of the day, I feel like that's the kind of man you want. You want an asshole for a man. You want a man that's going to push and challenge you in the worst ways and not in a proactive way. Because everything that you were talking about low-key sounds a little bit toxic, right? Right. So the men have their bachelor party. They go to Monster Jam. They play the games. The women go to the casino. They dance it. Everybody seems to be having a good time. Everybody's in love. Everybody's happy. I guess Bree and Connor broke up but didn't break up or just not getting married but still together. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I for damn sure don't know. That's for sure. Okay? The first wedding is Emma and Mike. Now, Emma is getting ready and she looks beautiful. Her family is ready. They love Mike. She loves Mike. Everybody loves Mike, okay? She's getting emotional. She's calm. She's excited. She's at peace, right? Now, Mike said that he's kind of nervous because he doesn't know if she wants kids or not. And, you know, this is a big commitment. And then if she wants kids, then it's a yes. And to death do them part, it is. So Mike's mom goes to see Emma and she has this stern look about her where it's like she's trying to really get a feel for Emma. She says she likes Emma, but you can just tell that she's really trying to like really look into this girl's eyes. And Emma is just an emotional wreck, okay? Because she really loves that man. She's talking about how he makes her feel safe and comfortable and all the things of the things. And I just can't for the life of me understand how these two ended up together when they feel like they have two totally ideas of what their future is going to be. And Emma is really just settling just to settle because a part of her knows that she does not want children. And I need her to be honest with herself because she is going to be regretful if she isn't, okay? But nonetheless, Mike's family goes see him and talk to him. And this is how I knew that they really wasn't with the ish, okay? Even though they say we're happy if you happy, you can tell in their face that they not really here for it. They talking about, oh, we did some research and we understand, but if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. But if you do want to do this, you could. Like, if you're miserable, I'm miserable. Wink, wink. Do you want to run? Like, it's like they were basically trying to encouraging him not to do this. It's like they was having this undertone of don't do it while saying we support you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we get to this altar, right? And here's the thing. We're in the altar, and while they're saying their vows, the first thing that Mike wants to bring up is if she wants to have kids. And I'm sitting here like, I'm going to need you to stop at this point. At this point, it's a lost cause. We are at the altar. The fact that you had to put that in your vows lets me know everything that I need to know. Do not marry her. If you are so unsure that you have to say, I really hope that you want to start a family with me in your vows, it's crazy. It's crazy work. She's talking about how he makes her feel special and empowered and everything like that. And so they're like, okay, so it's love blind, Emma. Emma, you get to go first, which is exactly what he wanted. Because if she says yes, then that means that she wants children in his mind. Because she knows that means that if you get with me and you marry me, you're going to have some babies, point blank, period. So since she says yes, now I'm sitting here like, so Mike, you going to go with it or what? Are you going to accept that I do as her wanting children and now you want to marry her? Because honestly, everything about this couple at this point is looking real weird to me. It's giving forced on both parties. But we'll just see what Mike has to say. Hopefully he says yes and they have some happy babies in the future. We'll see. Honestly, I don't think that Emma is going to want to have children. And here's the thing. If they do get married and he does say yes, he's going to spend a lot of that time asking her, are you ready to have kids now? Are you ready to have kids now? Are you ready to have kids now? Do you want to have kids? When are we going to start having kids? As soon as they get married, she thinks she might have a year or two. Baby, no. Mike is going to be on her ass, okay? Anyway, y'all, that was episode 11 of Love is Blind. I'm ready to get into the rest of these weddings so we can see how everything play out because I feel like it's going to be a shit show. I really do. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video, hype the video up, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And with all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.